getting into business, for example, I mean, what were kind of the stepping stones for you to build up your confidence to get to where you are now?
So I think, like, in terms of stepping stones, I think if I'm being completely honest, like last year when I started this business, like I definitely wasn't 100% confident. Like I definitely thought there'd be a good chance that things could go south and that I would struggle with sales, that kind of thing. I guess in that like particular example, the confidence came from just like diving in and doing it. And then once you're doing it for like a month or two, then you realize, okay, this is not actually so bad. And I can go out and make sales. I can create a product, that kind of thing. So I think there was a bit of a leap there. I didn't have like everything in a row in terms of building up confidence for starting a business. But I guess one of the things that definitely helped was working in a startup the year before and like learning all the lessons from someone else, from an entrepreneur, seeing what they do, what they don't do, learning from clients that you interact with. So a bit of experience and like a bit of skin in the game beforehand. And then that leads into saying like, hey, okay, I think I can replicate this and take over some of these sort of roles, and then just diving in and going from there. And what about your side for you starting a business?
Yeah. Well, look, I think that's actually it's such a similar story, and I think so many people go through that. But just to divert for a second, you touch on experience, and I think that's also the power of surrounding yourself with people that have walked the journey before, right? That have done what you want to do, and kind of modeling it from them, right? Because I mean, it's a typical example. I mean, I remember growing up, and there was like this long hill, and everyone used to ride down on their skateboards, right? And I was so petrified of doing it until I saw someone that I really respected and admired, and I saw them do it. And I saw that they didn't die or fall off or hurt themselves, and that gave me the confidence to do it too. So I think it applies so much when looking to start a business or making any kind of change. Just surrounding yourself with those kind of people who have walked the road you're looking to walk, and learning from their experiences, because I think it's kind of training your brain, right, to see that yes, there might be fear, but there's no danger involved, or very little danger. Often what happens is we mistake fear for danger. You know, we think that the emotional reaction, the fear that we feel, is equivalent to the danger, when it's actually not true, right? The danger is not as big as the fear makes it out to be. And I mean, we're talking about confidence, but I mean, what's the opposite of confidence? It's being fearful. So we have to look at those two, you know, kind of opposite forces there. And for me, getting into it, I had a bit of a different experience. So I'd obviously started, I'd always been keen on entrepreneurship, and then what happened, I don't know if you guys know my story. So I started out, I studied law, I kind of went out of that, and I kind of fell into running my own business and, you know, working as a coach, working as a personal trainer. And that kind of just happened. I mean, that was almost kind of just by mistake, right? And because I just got thrown into the deep end, you know, straight away. And luckily, thank God, I had such an amazing mentor, my girlfriend, who helped me through that. That gave me the confidence to go through, right? Because I just, like you said, same as your story, you threw yourself into the deep end, and then kind of just had to find a way of how to swim. And then once you can actually do that, I believe your confidence goes to a new level. And ironically, I had this happen to me twice, right? Because I did that. I went overseas for about a year, came back, and then obviously with this whole Corona thing, in the matter of 2 or 3 days, I was out of a job, didn't have a place to stay. So I was kind of, you know, from the bottom floor again. And getting into this business now and starting up the way I did was just out of necessity. And again, it was just overcoming that fear and, you know, kind of having the belief that this needs to happen. My reasons for doing what I did and for getting into this business were so compelling and high that I had to have the confidence. So I think there's a lot of different ways it can come about. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's going to be my experience with it. There's a lot of ways that you can build that